sweetheart. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic, Does he think about me? So I'm going to be specifically answering a heterosexual question, but feel free to take whatever messages you hear in this reading and adapt them to your gendered circumstances. I really wanted to create a Does he think about me tarot reading because this has been a question that has been floating on my mind. And when I clicked on the search bar, I could only find a couple of videos out there that had this title. And also I discovered that I did not have one in my own collection of pick a card readings. So I just thought, let me fill in the gap for you. I'm sure that you're thinking about this question if you're here, if you clicked on this video, and I hope to provide you with clear answers that will put your heart at ease and will help you with your love manifestations. So, the objects that I have here in front of you, I wanted to give you a choice of 4 objects. I already pre-shuffled the oracle cards. I'm going to pull some tarot from the Casanova Tarot, and I also have here the Cosmic Tarot, the French edition. I'm going to live shuffle from the final one, but I already pre-shuffled these cards. As you guys are familiar maybe with watching my previous readings, I just want to jump straight into the messages and not cut through much time. So I'm excited to see about what messages come through today. I have 4 objects for you, and the objects are taken from my little charm collection, and these are the ones that dropped to the carpet when I was pre-selecting them earlier. So we have here for group 1 this ring, this silver ring that seems to be jumping out of my hands. It's so excited. For group 2, we have this solar medallion, the solar pendant. For group 3, I have what is a part of a charm that was attached to a red jasper bracelet from the Lunar New Year celebration. So it's a Lunar New Year charm. And for group 4, I thought of giving you 4 options today. I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that. I felt so inspired. So for you, group 4, this is a bear, a hematite bear. Yeah. So take a moment now to look at these 4 options. See which one speaks out to you the most. Feel free to choose more than one of these charms if you have more than one person on your mind. Hey, you lucky thing. Let us know your secret. For any queries, you can click the links underneath underneath this video in the description box or in the comment section. There's also a tarot and oracle wish list. I have a second channel. You can follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. You can become my Patreon. And I want to take a moment now to give a great big hug to all my patrons, to my light and solar crew members. My Patreon throughout the summer will continue to be updated. There is actually one coming very soon because we are 48 hours away from a full moon in Capricorn, so you will get some fresh releases. Unfortunately for my members, for the channel members, I've put everything on pause, but feel free to explore. If you want to become a member at this point, feel free to explore the library of all the pick a card readings that I created prior to this moment. I just need to take a creative break. I will also be taking a creative break from the readings I'm doing here in my personal readings as soon as the Venus retrograde begins on the 22nd of July. So just an announcement, if you want to book a reading with me, please do it before the 22nd of July if you don't want to wait until the 3rd of September when Venus retrograde ends and Venus goes direct again. So all this being said, thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. I truly appreciate you. Let's get into this reading and explore this exciting question. Does he think about me? Let's find out. Mwah. Hey group 1, hello darlings, welcome to a relatively new setup. I hope you enjoy it. So this is a reading for those of you who are drawn to this object, this silver ring. We are going to find out tonight if your person likes you. Does he like you? But take it as it applies to whatever gender you might be interested in. I have some of your cards already pre-shuffled here. I'll get into those in a second. But first I want to live shuffle from the Cosmic Tarot. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, for group 1, Does their person like them? Does he like you? Does he like you? Come on. And in what way? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is a very good omen. So I would say I'm leaning towards a yes. It is a bit of a gamble liking you. This person might feel like they are taking a risk. I have the feeling that you're dealing here with somebody who enjoys taking risks. With the Jupiterian energy, this could be a Sagittarius, or you might be a Sagittarian that is stealing their heart in this period. So the Wheel of Fortune also talks about the outcome of your good actions in the past, so your dharma, right? So what you are, the responsibilities you're reaping into this life that are coming with ease and with a sense of flow. So I see here that what comes around goes around. If you have been doing something good in the world for other people, I feel like you meeting this person, crushing on this person, wondering about this individual is part of your dharma. Yeah, so already I'm seeing here a really good omen. I'm going to put the card over here. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the setup because I don't really have a table in front of me. But you don't need to know that. You're just interested in if your person is into you. Okay, so let's see. The Empress blocked. No, I'm not going to accept it blocked. I'm going to take it upright. This person was wondering whether you are a person of high quality for some reason, but I think that you're going to prove them wrong. With the Empress upright, this is Taurus energy. So I'm already seeing an omen of the current transit that I'm filming this reading under. You might be seeing this in the future. Maybe the transit is done by then. But I see Jupiter in Taurus. So Jupiter in Taurus is going to be with us until next spring of 2024. So I kind of feel that this is a really appropriate transit for you and this person to meet and to have a love affair. So I feel like in terms of your question, does he like you? I'm leaning more towards yes, but wait, the reading is not over. Let's see what else kind of paints the picture. We have here the Seven of Coins. So I'm seeing here somebody that is willing to put in the work, somebody that is very conscientious. They move very methodically. They put one foot in front of the other and they don't like to skip any steps. This could be a person that walks around with an unwritten rule book. It's like, I need to do this and I need to say this to her and I need to behave in this way so that I would get the required outcome. This person could be a little bit controlling. They could be slightly too in their mind, too rational. Earth signs tend to be quite pragmatic, quite rational, almost to a larger extent than air signs. But I feel that this individual has a good solid head on their shoulders. Maybe they even have kind of like a thicker neck or a more like strong looking throat. There is a feeling here that this individual is also quite determined to go through hardships with you. I don't know why, but you inspire commitment in them. And this is something you should congratulate yourself, Group 1, for, because I guess not a lot of us do if we are here listening to pick a card readings. And not to throw people under the bus, I'm also including myself in this situation, of course. But I have the feeling that this individual is like thinking, you are worth my time, you are worth the effort. It could be also a connection with somebody that you might have met at work, in the office space, somewhere in a professional setup, while you were commuting from one place to another, going to work, or while you were out on a work-related errand. Or this could even be, for most of you, somebody that you work with if you happen to work in a building with this person. But I also feel like for some of you, this could be in a situation where you're having like meetings online, even though you might work alone from home. So I'm kind of picking up on the fact that this person wants to do their part, wants to actually invest energy into the situation. Should I pull one more card? I don't want to mess up this energy, but let's see. I feel inspired to pull one more card, so I'm just going to go with what feels inspiring, and I'm so happy I did. You have the Fool. Just by the 4 cards that you got from the Cosmic Tarot, I can see very clearly that there was a very beautiful, unconscious reason why you were drawn to the ring. You're wondering whether this person likes you. Some of you already know that. You're just here to confirm your intuition. Yeah, this person likes me. Yeah, I got the confirmation. Thanks, Lexi. I hope that this reading can serve you in this way. So the Fool, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune. You have 3 major arcana. So this is a fated wing. Wing? I'm picking up on the fact that this might be a pilot for some of you. So a person that could fly an airplane, or you might have met this person at an airport on your way towards a work commitment, a work responsibility. You both might have been working in one of those lounge rooms at the airport, and that's how you struck up a conversation. I'm picking on the fact that this person means a new beginning for you in your love life, a fresh start. We're here, we're focused, we want to put in the work. We both are people that are ready for a commitment, and I'm here to tell you, like, a resounding yes. This person really, really likes you. Now let's see the other cards that you have, because I'm curious. I pulled some cards from the Casanova Tarot, so I'm interested to see how this colors the reading. Okay, so we have here a lot of people enjoying themselves. We have here the Two of Coins. So this talks about needing to juggle several things at the same time, but it's also about the effort and the attention that is required that determines a person to be able to juggle more than one thing. So I feel that you're dealing here with an individual that's able to multitask, but has a very pragmatic energy. So they want to see practical results. And I feel that in this connection, if they are willing to put effort into being there for you, because we've already established that they like you, they would like to see some sort of growth in this connection with you. I feel that this individual can get quite frustrated. I'm not really showing you the card, I'm sorry, because it's a lot of cavorting happening here, and you know, I don't want to get like a channel strike or things like that again. But there is a feeling here that this individual wants to spend time with you, but they also want to be able to focus on work. And I feel like at the moment they're wondering, would they be able to dedicate their full 100% commitment and attention to their work while also enjoying this connection with you? Yeah, and we have here the Queen of Wands. Again, I have to censor her a little bit. Queen of Wands talks about an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman. It also talks on a more symbolic level about the feminine energy's capacity to create an environment where he can be himself. The person on your mind feels like they can be themselves next to you. I strongly feel that this individual finds you incredibly attractive, especially on a physical level, especially imagining you in a variety of different positions in private environments, if you know what I mean. They think you're very confident. They love the energy that you exude. They would like to see more of this energy from you. This is not a person that you need to dim your light in order to fit in. This is not a person that you need to make yourself overly modest for and shy and sweet and mousy, unless you are like this naturally. But I feel like this individual really wants you to bring on the vamp, you know, bring on the drama queen, bring on the femme fatale, bring her out of you. If this doesn't resonate, then please choose another pile. You have 3 more in this pick a card reading, so there's options here. But I see very clearly that this is an individual that wants your friskier side, wants to see this kind of more va-va-voom energy from you, and they really like you in that role. You know, I feel that you make their eyes sparkle. We also have here solitude, the desert. Okay. We also have card number 28, which is the clown, reposing, resting after a show, thinking about their beloved. And we have Taurus, So again, another confirmation that you might be a Taurus, you might be heavily Taurus influenced. Maybe you have your moon, your ascendant, if not your sun in this energy, or your person is a Taurian, yeah? And we had Taurus energy right here at the beginning when we had a look at the Empress. We have Taurus twice. So this person wants to have you. This person is thinking of you. They are missing you in In the case in which this is a separation, maybe you guys work or live in two different locations than where you met. This person is thinking of you. You see how he's thinking about his beloved, yeah? Almost to the point where he's idealizing you a little bit, almost like he needs to have more one-to-one direct contact with you so that he doesn't start building you up like this fantasy. There is a danger of falling into this kind of trap of expecting you to be like a dream person when in reality you're a real human being and you should be loved for the real you, not the fantasy you. And you should never put yourself under the pressure of trying to be this dream ideal girl, although most of us do, obviously, because we're trying to live up to such romantic expectations. But I feel like this person can love you for real, for who you really are. It's just that they need more of that physical contact. Physicality is really important in this connection. This person really likes you physically. They're very attracted to you. They miss you. But I feel they're frustrated because they cannot be with you. Look at his face. He seems sad, right? And it feels almost like she's a ghost from this bell jar reaching out her hand to try to touch him. And Taurus also talks about being a little bit of a possessive person, a bit of a jealous guy. So I have the feeling that he might suffer a little bit, not knowing that he can go home to you at the end of the day. Although I don't feel that you guys are necessarily at that level of the connection. Maybe some of you who stumbled upon this reading might be in longer spiritual connections, a twin flame situation, a soulmate. But I have the feeling that the majority of you are here just asking about a person you're kind of interested in. And I'm here to let you know that for this person, physicality is super important with these two cards, yeah? At the moment, they could feel quite alone, and in their silent, still times, they are thinking of you. There is a dearth of romance in their life, you know. They're going through a dry, rough patch, you know, romantically and sensually speaking. So I feel that meeting you and thinking about you could figure prominently on their minds at the moment, especially if we take into account this card that we saw earlier from the Casanova Tarot, right? The Queen of Wands. Yeah, you truly are a shining star for them. You really brighten up their more dry, kind of boring moments. For some reason, I feel that this person could also have a dry throat at the moment because I feel like my voice is kind of like raspy. Or maybe they have a really like attractive, alluring, sexy voice. And it's kind of like you guys love to talk on the telephone with one another, or you are looking forward to hearing them speak to you again. This is what I had for you, Group 1. I'm not going to make this reading too long. Yes, your person completely likes you. I would say that they idealize you at the moment. And if you want to get them to de-idealize you and love you for real, try to spend a bit more time with them physically if you can, if it's possible. If you guys need to work together, because I see here a work situation as well. Over here, sorry, I put my cards on the bed. Then it would be great if you guys could just go out on lunch breaks or, you know, give coffee to each other, spend more time talking to one another at work, helping each other out if that is possible. So yeah, okay, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you in my next one. Take great care of your beautiful heart. Ciao. Hey Group 2, hello darlings, welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of does he like you? So we have here the solar pendant. This is for those of you who are drawn to it. So I have your oracle cards pre-shuffled here, and I'm going to live shuffle from the Cosmic Tarot to try to find a clear answer to your question. Does he like Group 2? I feel like Group 1 was maybe interested in members of the same sex as they, or maybe members of the opposite sex. I felt kind of a more open bisexual vibe with them. But with you, I'm kind of picking up on the fact that you're very intent on the heterosexual relationship. If this doesn't resonate, it could be time now to click on another option. Let's see. Okay. We start off strong with the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here heavy earth energy. I see an individual that is very focused on their work, very focused on money, achieving status. A person that's very conscientious about how other people perceive them, a moral individual. The 10 of Coins also talks about doing things the traditional way, I kind of have a feeling that the person you're asking here about is an individual that is very focused on their own professional path at the moment, their own personality, their own development. They want to be seen as a moral, upright, considerate member of society that contributes in a really important way. They want to be seen as wealthy and serious. And I think that this is an individual that will have a relationship in their life, potentially with you, that is going to reflect very well on them. This is their desire. This person could be a little self-focused at the moment. I'm not picking up so much on their romantic energy. This is a really good card to get. It does talk about wealth and having everything you want. I do feel that this person could see love and romance as a distraction from their work up until the moment when they are ready for marriage and they can actually commit to somebody and have this really important looking and very moral and stable relationship with their spouse. Okay, that's interesting. Some of you might be here just asking a small question like, does this guy that I just crush on like me? You're not expecting this kind of a serious energy, but for most of you, this is what I'm picking up on, and I need to read the cards as I see them, yeah? Nine of Cups. So this is happiness, a wish coming true, emotional fulfillment. The 10 of Pentacles next to the 9 of Cups talks about stability, a person that first wants to build a house around you and then marry you and put you inside of it, if that makes sense. I would say that you make this person happy. I would say that they really like the way you stay fit. You look very healthy to them. This is an individual that thinks you have also beautiful eyes. If they saw you with watery eyes or getting emotional over something kind or sweet or generous, I feel like this individual really took a liking to you. This is a person that thinks it's very beautiful for you to express your feelings in the appropriate way of your gender. I feel like they're dealing here with somebody who's quite old-fashioned, quite traditional. They might like the whole, the man is the breadwinner, the woman is the sweet, silent, sensitive type kind of narrative. Not everybody subscribes to this kind of a relationship nowadays, of course, because things are progressing and evolving. But I think that this individual is kind of like a, how I like to call them, a gramophone type, yeah? A person that still kind of belongs to that era. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards because the cards are quite optimistic, but I want to see, you know, I want to give you more information. Oh, the Three of Swords. God, and look at this card in the Cosmic Tarot. It's so it's incredibly dark and like in Romania we would say funesta, you know, funebro. Okay, so I see here a funeral, and I'm reminded of the Arcade Fire incredible album Funeral. Maybe you need to listen to it. It could be that he lost somebody recently. I'm also picking up on the fact that this is an individual that is at the moment trying to leave a relationship behind, a relationship that could have cost them a lot of time and energy and effort. I'm dealing more here though with the energy of family rather than a girlfriend or somebody else that they're trying to get rid of. I mean, the Three of Swords is the card of the three-party situation. It's the card of harsh communication, words that cut through the heart, crying tears, and pain, but pain that helps you extract wisdom and helps you grow out of it. It's that pain right before releasing, and then you release the tears and you calm down, and then the Four of Swords follows, which is the card of deep rest. It's also the card of bury everything, it's done, it's over. So it could be that this individual is having some sort of problems in their family at the moment, that they're trying to not talk to other people. I am getting the energy of a very strong father figure. They might be having some problems with their father figure. Yeah, because my crown chakra is getting itchy. So it's like they're finding it very difficult. Their mind is confused. They're very in their mind about a lot of things. This is mental energy. And I'm picking up on the fact that they are, it's kind of like they go like this several times a day. It's like, why does he have to be like this? Why is he making everything so complicated? So you could be dealing here with the person that's closest to their mother figure, female relatives, but has some problems related to communication and authority and a different emotional style with their own father. And there might be some problems in the family related to money, inheritances, everyday organization, and also maybe I'm hearing that they might have lost a grandparent and it's creating some tension, some power plays in the family. This is in a way nothing that concerns you, I would say, at this point in the relationship, but it could be affecting this person's capacity to truly see you in this 9 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles energy. So as something stable that makes them happy. I would say that it's working in your favor. Let me pull one more card just to be sure. Is it working in the favor of group 2 or not? Because it's kind of like they see you like a respite from all the drama at home. And that can be very comforting. That can really strengthen a connection, you know, if you are like a support for this individual as they're going through something. Okay, so I would say that yes, because we have the Magician here. And the Magician is the card of the playful divine child. I'm going through a reinterpretation of the tarot at the moment, and the Sun and the Magician are strikingly similar in their interpretation if you go back to esoteric interpretations of this card. So I see that for this person, you can provide them with all the resources that they need. Furthermore, you bring them light, you bring them this really powerful energy of it's gonna be okay, things will work out, you've got the knowledge, you've got the power. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. So I would say that yes, they see you as a bright light in an environment that tends to be quite heavy. Maybe this person was put under a lot of pressure from a young age to succeed, and they might have gone through competitions and been the type A kind of student, you know, type A personality, always achieving, always performing, always bringing home accolades and certificates, and trying to impress the father figure with their smarts and their connections and the money that they make on their own. Yeah, also I feel there might be a problem here. Maybe this individual kind of wants to create their own money, even though they might come from quite a wealthy family background, but they want to have their own money because they also want to be able to choose the person that they will fall in love with. They don't want to be under like their father's guidance or control in that connection. I wanted to say under the slipper. In Romanian we have this expression sub papuk, which is kind of like somebody controlling you with goods or assets or just because of family ties, and we call it under the slipper, keeping you under the slipper. So I can see an individual here that is slowly beginning to crush on you, but there are some problems here related to their family and their financial stability that could be distracting them. So does he like you? I would say yes. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough attention and time to like you properly, like you should be liked at the moment. Let's see what the Casanova Tarot has to say. Is this the Two of Wands? Okay, I was distracted a little bit by what was being shown in this card, so I kind of need to censor it, guys, because, you know, YouTube. So we have here the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is about exploring each other, yeah? I think that, okay, and please don't take this the wrong way, this is just this person's style. I feel like this person wants to kind of hook up with you to see if they like you. I know. It's kind of like they want to... Oh. I don't want to say it because it sounds so bad, but it's kind of like they want to take you for a test drive. I know. I'll see myself out in a second. So we have here the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's because I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who could struggle to try to properly get to know somebody by talking to them. The Page of Swords shows somebody that is putting an effort into trying to be a bit more communicative. Sometimes it might not work out. Sometimes they could still need to be sent back to the drawing board and revise their politeness forms and how to not be so rude when they speak, or how to actually learn to put two words together. This person could be quite, their energy, they might not have a lot of communicative energy. This person might have a North Node in Gemini and a South Node in Sagittarius. They could prefer to act first and think later. or talk about it later, or maybe a South Node in Aries and a North Node in Libra. Again, they need time to communicate. They need time and patience in order to speak up. I'm seeing that, yes, this person is more prone to having something hot and fast and quick with you at the moment. But I think that with a little bit of patience, a little bit of effort, you could get them to see beyond just the mere physicality of this connection. Let's see what the other cards are, because I'm really curious. We have beginnings, East. Oh my God, yes. And I wanted to say there could be a language barrier between the two of you. You could be dealing with somebody from the East, from the eastern part of the world. Maybe this person comes from the Asian continent. Yeah, and exactly, it's like I couldn't speak for a second. I couldn't speak. Give me a second. There are some communicative interferences here. There might be some misunderstandings, but they're just verbal, because I feel like the vibe between the two of you at the moment is cautious exploration. You're trying to figure out what this person's intentions are, whether he truly likes you for something more committed. This person apparently feels that you make them quite happy, yeah? But there could be a problem here because they just want to jump into action and think about things and discuss things later, while you might be, whoa, hold on your horses, yeah? First, you need to see how beautiful I am. You need to see me in this light. And then we're going to talk about the more physical aspects of this connection. This is a promising connection, especially if you met this person when there was a new moon, when the moon was growing. That means that you are helped by the universe and the energy around the lunar cycle to just grow this connection in the corresponding 6 months. We also have here card 21, which is the card of the playing dame. We have the black cat. This is a connection that is very lucky. This is the game of chance, a chance opportunity, a chance encounter. I also feel like you could feel like this person can bring you a lot of wealth into your life. And I feel like from their part, you are an individual that can really amp up the social aspect of their life. Like you could do the speaking for them at certain events. You could help them connect with other people, because I feel like you're much more communicative than they are. I'm getting here some air energy. Yeah, definitely. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Yeah. This person might be slightly younger than you, because with the page here, we're talking here about somebody that's quite young. Young at heart, but also it could be young in years. We have here the air element communicating. I mean, yes. So communicate more with this person. Don't give up on them. Try not to block them at the slightest hint of a misunderstanding. You're dealing here with an individual that is growing into their communicative abilities, especially if this is somebody from another culture. There might be a language barrier. You could be American, they could be Chinese, or Japanese or Indian, and it could be very hard for them to speak English at your level at this point in time. Maybe they're just learning, they're studying. Some of you actually met through this teacher-like capacity. Could be that one of you was teaching English as a foreign language and the other one was the student, yeah? So I'm getting here like a really interesting attraction, but also a bit of a cultural clash. And I'm getting here the desire to get to do something together, but it's also the family that is standing in between. And there's also this wealth and this happiness. And the magician here talks about manifesting each other. Yes, he does like you. I mean, I'm not going to get too deeply into this reading. I'm not going to sit here and psychoanalyze the portion of this reading. It is a lucky opportunity. I feel like you should take it. You should go for it. Just don't get discouraged with the communication, because I feel like one of you is the one teaching the other one how to speak better, how to communicate clearly, and you shouldn't take any communication mistakes too strongly, too hard, okay? Keep in mind, one of you is the master at communication, and I feel that this is you, group 2. So thank you so much for listening. This is what I have for you. I hope it was clear enough. I hope it resonated. And I really hope I can see you next time. Ciao. Hey group 3, for you I actually had to turn on the AC because it was getting really, really warm inside of my place. So welcome to a reading on the topic, does he like you? We have here your Chinese Lunar New Year. Let's just call it Lunar New Year so that it's inclusive for everyone. This is your charm. And I'm going to live shuffle from the Cosmic Tarot, but I already have your pre-shuffled oracle cards over here. Okay, let's find out what's going to happen. Maybe this person thinks you're really, really hot, smoking hot. And this is why I needed to turn on the air conditioning. It was getting too hot in here. Okay, wow, you got a lot of cards all of a sudden. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that what I said at the beginning is pretty true. So we have here the 8 of Coins. I see here a hardworking individual, somebody hard at work observing you, a person you could have actually interacted with regarding a business proposal, a business opportunity, somebody that might have approached you with something, a contract, a collaboration, and this person is actually kind of thinking of you in a romantic way as well. I see here that this could also be the effort of your labor. Maybe you had to put in a lot of effort into this connection, and now this person is noticing you and you only. You see how the eyes of this woman are falling on this single rose. So I see here somebody who's quite devoted, yeah, somebody who's keeping an eye on you. Let's see what their intentions are. I see here the Prince of Cups. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Water, Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Your person could be any of these signs. I'm going to have to look at the other cards to say with more precision. But just overall, the first impression I'm getting from this card, this is a person who's quite taciturn. They are quite introverted. They might be shy. They like to sit back, observe, notice everything about you, and then when they feel more comfortable, they can like make their move onto you, like like an alligator stalking its prey, you know, or a puma. This individual can be a little bit scary sometimes because they move in such a stealth way. I definitely see here somebody who has their interest piqued by you. I'm not sure exactly if they really like you that much or if this is just a passing fancy, but I see some really good cards. We have here the 9 of Coins, so the energy is growing between the two of you, yeah? I feel like this person has been watching you for a while now, and they've noticed that you're going through a bit of a glow up in this period. For some reason, I'm kind of like running out of breath. It could be the air conditioning as well, but actually no, that should facilitate my breathing. I feel like maybe you're taking this person's breath away in this period. I mean, you see the 9 of Coins lady. She has it all. She's fit, she's relaxed, she's financially stable, she looks good. All that she is looking, or maybe everything that is missing from this picture, is like a companion, right? Somebody that she can share all this wealth with, somebody that she can go out and treat, or somebody that could treat her, somebody that could give her gifts. So it's kind of like you might be keeping an eye on this person, they're keeping an eye on you, but everything is very stealth. There could be a professional boundary here in place because for most of you, this is going to be somebody that you've met through work and you're crushing on this individual, but there could be some HR complications in place to deal with. You also got the most cards so far. I'm curious what group 4 is going to get. We have here the 3 of Cups, and this is the card of celebration, having a good time, enjoying each other. This person wants to take you out. They want to have a drink with you. They want to be in a more relaxed environment. If you guys are mostly exchanging communication at work, if you're interacting only about more serious things and responsibilities, maybe paperwork, I feel like this person wants to see you in a more relaxed setting. They might want to just ask you about your personal life, more private things that they can't really ask you in the more serious environment at work. Or it could just be that you studied together with this individual and they're looking forward to have a bit of a holiday break from studying. They're looking forward to kind of like go out and have a more relaxed interaction with you, to see how you are in a setting that doesn't put so much pressure on the both of you to perform a certain role. Okay, I need to censor this card. We have here the world. The world is about success. It's also the cliche of saying that you mean the world to this person. I don't really think that this is the case. I think for the majority of you, this relationship is quite new, quite recent. And it's going to take a while for this person to truly see you as the focal point of their world. But you do create this kind of larger than life energy in their life. I feel like they might want to travel to you. They might want to travel with you. This is Saturnian energy. So it's talking about achieving success after a period of time where you get to know each other slowly, where you abide by certain limits and obstacles. So I kind of feel that this is a connection that is slowly developing into something more affectionate in time. Whether he likes you or not, I feel that the answer is most likely yes. I don't think that he's thinking of you in that way yet. It's almost like this person is incredibly cautious. They're trying to see, should I begin something with you or not? There could be a slight age difference here as well. This person could be older than you, or they might be in a position where they are your superior, and there could be that added obstacle. It's a boss and I'm the employee. Will I be able to have my job if I break up with this person, or if we go through a misunderstanding? So there's that sensitive aspect to keep in mind. Let me show you your oracle cards right now. Oh, I need to censor this card. Sorry about this. So yeah, we have here number 29, lust. Okay, so I think you got your confirmation. He really likes you in that way, okay? So I take back what I said earlier about he's not thinking of you in this way. Oh yeah, this person thought about you in that way. Oh yeah. Maybe you were nodding in disapproval when I was saying this, and now here's your confirmation. I hope you feel vindicated. So we have here an individual that is kind of slightly manipulative as well. And I think this manipulation comes part and parcel with the power dynamics between the two of you. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm kind of feeling like my voice dropped a note in your reading. Maybe this person has like a lower voice, or you are speaking in a lower tone when you're next to them. There could be a lot of hush-hush interactions between the two of you, a lot of secrecy. Some of you are here asking about a married man that could be your boss, and that's why there's a lot of secrecy. Others of you are here just asking about somebody at work that could be in a higher up position. And others of you, I feel like this is just a connection with somebody that holds. There's an obstacle between the two of you, definitely. There is a certain karma as well between the two of you. It's kind of like you don't want to think about this individual. You know that they're not good for you at the moment because maybe they are connected to other people, they have other responsibilities to attend to, but still you can't stop thinking about them. And it's mutual. It's just that this person somehow feels more empowered by this attraction, while you might be perceiving it as something that you shouldn't be doing or you shouldn't be thinking of. Oh, yes, I mean, you got the Black Moon Lilith card, mystery. There's a lot of unknowns regarding this person. I feel like there could be this atmosphere where you might feel like you can't ask your person, the one you're thinking of at the moment, you can't really ask them more personal questions, especially if they are your boss, right? If they're in a position of authority, if they are somehow pulling a lot of important strings and paying your salary at the end of each month. So I feel like here there's a really, really intense and quite phenomenal sexual attraction between the two of you. And that's why there might be a lot of waiting, watching on the sidelines, a lot of desire, like two animals brawling, right? waiting for the right moment to strike at each other. But I feel like that moment might be delayed. Oh no, I take it back. The cards are proving me wrong tonight. So we have movement and speed. So this connection seems to be going full speed ahead. There will be some sort of movement. This person could come up and proposition you. Really? In some cases, it could be that this person wants to fire you so that they can finally have a connection with you. I hope you're not going to get fired, honestly. But maybe some of you are actually looking forward to the release of the obstacle. This is very bizarre. I know. I usually don't get such a message. There will be another work opportunity. You would be able to work for a person that is a bit more stable. I'm seeing here the King of Pentacles. This is a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It's a lot of chaos, a lot of unknown. It's kind of like you might be looking for a new job opportunity because you really want to be with the person that you're currently at work with. A lot of things are kind of like blended together, like money is blended in this connection, work responsibilities, daily duties. I feel that I could be reading here for two people that are entangled in other connections, but nonetheless they have this fatal attraction towards each other. So if this doesn't apply to you, you might want to choose one of the other groups. But to me, this speaks volumes of like a multiple entanglement. You could be in a connection with somebody lusting over this person. This person could be also somebody that you work with. So there is the added layer of being here thinking about a workplace buddy or a workmate situation. But in some cases, this is somebody who is your higher up. It's like a boss or the CEO of the company you work in. So, okay, well, this is good. I see the stars. I see hope. It's kind of like the conditions are being created at the moment for you guys to actually proceed forward with this attraction full speed ahead. There is hope. There are doorways opening up. It could be that you're both trying to leave your current partners to be together, or you're trying to make some workplace changes so that you will get over the obstacle of being employed together. There are a lot of adjustments and changes, but they're paradoxically bringing you towards happiness and increased stability. I am getting a sense of not being able to breathe though, so kind of feeling like, I don't know if you're listening to this while you're on a treadmill or working out or what's happening here, but it does feel like you need to pace yourself with this individual. This person could really like take your breath away. It's the opposite of group 2, because in group 2 I felt like their person felt like their breath was taken away by group 2. But here is the opposite. You kind of really strongly fantasize about this person, and they're fantasizing about having more fun with you, being more exploratory with you, moving away from this environment where it's all about work and money and planning and daily routines and responsibilities, because they really want to get to know you better in the biblical way, some would say. So whether this person likes you, wow, they have the hots for you, yeah? So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it was clear enough. There were a lot of like extra layers of complexity. Let me know down in the comments if this resonates, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take great care of your beautiful heart, group 3. Interference from group 2. Maybe you listen to that one as well. Anyway, thank you for being here. See you next time. Bye. Hey group 4, hello darlings, welcome to a pick a card on the topic of does he like you? This is for those of you that were drawn to this hematite bear. Okay, so I'm going to live shuffle from the Cosmic Tarot for you to try to uncover a clear answer to your question. And I also have some pre-selected oracle cards. It's really nice to have you here tonight. I hope you're doing good. Let's see what's happening. There's a very sweet energy coming from you, group 4. Okay, so I tried to include more options tonight, so maybe you're wondering, wow, group 4, there's a 4th option. I used to be doing only 3. Not to be doing, weird grammar. Okay, so maybe some of you are self-conscious. When you speak to this person, maybe you're a bit shy, maybe you correct yourself a lot. Some of you might be speaking mostly to this individual through text messages. Okay, do they like you? Well, they're certainly interested in you, yeah? So we have here the Six of Cups. You remind them of somebody familiar, yeah? It's almost as if you make them feel like they're at home. And sorry about that, I hear my cat slurping from her bowl. There could be a feeling of you kind of make them drool on some level. That's bizarre. That's a very side message. You could provoke a physical reaction inside of them. You definitely feel very homey, very maternal if you're feminine, or paternal if you're masculine. There's something here that makes them feel like you bake them some pie and you take them in a warm embrace and everything feels good and there are no more cares in the world. It could be that your person is stressed out at the moment. They're trying to achieve a goal, they're trying to accomplish something, and they might not have that energy to put into a certain connection. There could be some things irritating them. Maybe there are some lascivious people hitting on them and they don't like that kind of attention. And that's why with you, I don't feel that you're very forthcoming about your desire for this person, and they appreciate that. They find that safe. We have here the King of Coins, and this is a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn individual, somebody slightly older, or if you're dealing with somebody of the same age as you, this is an individual that has potential to grow into a very, very serious father figure, a very important member of society. This person could project themselves into the future and see themselves as a person who has made it financially in society, has accomplished something that not many people are able to accomplish. This person really wants to have a good life and they want to have a really good name, a name that people remember, a name that people respect. Yeah. I also feel like in terms of whether they like you or not, I feel like this person really likes the material aspects of their life at the moment. They're focused on money, they're focused on food, their health, their maybe daily workout regime. They're not so much focused on romance. So this could come and go in their mind. I see here the Seven of Wands. They're putting up a fight. They're resisting the development of any feelings. I feel like they're trying to keep you in the friend zone for the time being, group 4. We also have here La Papesse, yeah, the High Priestess. Waiting, watching, coolly detaching, observing from afar. This person really wants to keep it cool between you and them. Maybe you're thinking whether you're here wondering whether we could have a friends with benefits kind of situation, whether you should cross the boundary. Maybe there's a friendship, study buddy kind of energy between the two of you. I would strongly recommend that you don't cross the boundary right now, because you might run the risk of being rejected. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of distractions because my cats are very active. They're like scratching their claws and slurping from their bowls and just jumping around. There could be other people that want your person. Your person is a little bit overwhelmed with attention from a romantic and sensual point of view. But at the end of the day, mostly what they want is to focus on their work, on their daily routines, on their disciplines, on their money. This person, I think, really appreciates you more at the moment from this point of view of being a friend, being a confidant, being somebody familiar, maternal, nurturing to them. Especially if this person is struggling a little bit to receive this kind of nurturing from their own mother or mother figure, yeah? You might supply the role of this kind of like substitute mother, symbolic mother in some way. But I feel that for the time being, what I see here, they like you as a friend, but they don't like you in that way. Now, wait a minute, because you still have more oracle cards here, and I also pulled some cards from the Casanova Tarot. This might contradict, so let's see. Yeah, okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Somebody who's very naive, who's very sweet, very childlike in their fantasies. Somebody who's kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve. It's quite optimistic, it's quite adorable. The beginning of something romantic, but not really the settled energy. And for some reason, I don't understand why there are so many light changes. Maybe I need to move less. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like the overall advice here is don't do too much, don't put too much effort. Just keep it cool, keep it casual. And I think this is exactly the strategy that will get you the attention you crave from this person. Again, the Six of Cups. Yeah, so there is a past life energy between the two of you. You could have been parent and child in a past life, and now you're friends, And there is this strong soul attachment to this person, a very strong unconditional love that you guys experienced in a past life. But I'm not sure whether you guys are meant to actually live it out in this incarnation, whether you're genuinely supposed to live out something romantically with this person. Yeah. Okay, I'll pull more cards. Let's see. The wind, change. It's because there are so many pieces in this connection that are still moving. This is not something you can really hunker down. I feel like it could be something related to their Uranus touching upon your Venus. Uranus could be in their 7th house. At the moment, they have a lot of people coming in and going in their life. Maybe you are an Aquarius. One of you is ruled by Uranus. We have wind, change, chaos. The eye of the storm, finding calmness in the eye of the storm. You both represent like a point of comfort towards each other. I feel like this person really enjoys the conversations that they have with you. They like the feeling of familiarity and affection that they get from you. But for the time being, they don't want to push it further. So again, this message of they like you, but they don't like you in that way seems to be continuously confirmed. Okay, 2 more cards. I remember that when I was shuffling the cards, yours had the most changeable energy. So yeah, it's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell. There are so many things up in the air. There's a lot of anxiety, uncertainty, a lot of changes. So I feel like maybe come back to a similar reading a bit later on if you want to find out whether he likes you in that way or not. I definitely see here a mutual meeting of the mind. Sorry, I have to censor this card. Yeah, so you've got here the thinking woman. We have here Descartes. This is a conflict between the mind and the body. The mind tells you one thing, and the body and your emotions tell you another thing, right? Descartes was famous for saying, I think, therefore I am, although that, of course, that maxim was misinterpreted by a lot of people. But it was this wonderful capacity to reason, to use logic that illuminates the dark. I see here the apple, biting from the apple in the tree of knowledge, sent Adam and Eve away from paradise. It's kind of like the more information you're finding out about this person, the more it hurts you. Maybe because you know that this person is sought after by many other people. So it's good to kind of not seek that many facts about them, not keep so many tabs on them. Do your own thing, be their friend, and see where this is going. This seems to be the overall advice, so that you don't spend so much time waiting, wondering, obsessing. Will they call me? Will they cross the boundary? Will they make a move? For the time being, I see that no, they're not prone to making a move. They might represent your bear, or you could be their cuddly bear. There is a lot of affection, a lot of friendship between the two of you, but it's too soon, it's too early to say whether there will be more than this. Let's see. Wow, unbelievable. Aquarius, I know. So exactly what I was saying, Aquarius energy. And let me tell you a thing about Aquarians, okay? I was married to one, and they really value friendship more than any sensual, passionate connection. They are mentally attracted to intense love affairs. They might have a couple of them in their lives because they want to experiment. They want to see how it feels to go so deep into an intense connection, and then they pull right back out of it because, well, I've done my research, I've tested my sample, and now I'm done with this, I'm bored. I want to move on to the next thing because life is so full of things to experiment and try on, and I'm not going to waste my energy on this. It could sound infuriating, But Aquarians are like this. The best way that you can maintain a stable connection with an Aquarius is by not going too deep, by not going too intense, by not making it overly soggy and romantic and emotional. They can surprise you from time to time with how poetic and romantic they are, but you shouldn't expect this kind of behavior from them. That's the thing with Aquarian energy. They are so unpredictable. It's like a moving dynamo, you know? It's very rebellious energy. It's like one moment they think of this, the next moment they change their mind. They're re-quantifying, resampling, retesting, and they see life as a game, as an experiment, as a scientific project. And sometimes some of the insights and understandings of the world that they have are years ahead of anything that the other 11 astrological signs could fathom. So many times they're misunderstood, they're labeled as freaky. People, when they hear about an Aquarius idea, they go like, and 20 years down the line, everybody's doing it. All of a sudden it became the next thing, and Aquarius sits in the corner and goes like, yeah, finally, everyone caught up. So if you're thinking about somebody that has Uranus very strongly in their chart, if they're an Aquarius, they have an Aquarius moon, Venus, Mars, they can feel infuriatingly detached from you, while also they can be your most reliable friend. Yeah, the kind of person you call at 3 a.m. in the morning and they're there and they're helping you out. But they hate clinginess, they hate being controlled, they hate that, let's be together tight like this, you know, let's sleep in the same bed each night and just have the same kind of connection each day. That's how they will just run away. They need wind, they need to breathe, they need change, they need things that stimulate their curiosity all the time. This is the kind of person that you need to make love to the mind first, and then you can have the whole of them. And I feel like this is not an Aquarius that lives in their Leo shadow. An Aquarius that lives in the Leo shadow can be very arrogant, can be very dramatic, can be all about random romantic connections, but a true Aquarian, one that is aware and present, is like Dexter's laboratory kind of energy, you know, very smart, very clever, but gets a little bit freaked out if you come at them with too much passion and with too much emotion. So be this person's friend, because this is how you will reach their heart. And I feel that they like you. They like you as a friend, which is already saying so much about you as a human being, because this is not a person that likes that many people. They're highly intelligent. And I think that if they chose you, so you must be somebody of high quality. And I'm sure you are if you're here listening to my pick a card reading and you're part of my crew. So feel flattered by this attention. Keep them as a friend. Explore your options in the meantime. They will respect you for that. This is not a jealous type kind of individual. And see where this is going, because it has potential to grow. They do see you as somebody fascinating with the High Priestess here. This is Pisces energy as well. But you have to hold your ground in this connection. You have to be patient with them, yeah? And who knows, they might surprise you with a sudden, super exuberant declaration of love, you know? Robert Burns, Scotland's national poet, most famous poet, was an Aquarius sun. Lord Byron was an Aquarius sun, and they are some of the most well-read romantic poets, and they had like these crazy tempestuous love affairs. So there was this kind of like romantic side to an Aquarius. There is this really sweet side, but there's also that more rebellious, I don't want to be controlled, don't fence me in, I'm going to walk out the door as soon as you put a ring on it, you know? So learning to handle this connection, I think, is going to be quite exciting and stimulating, mentally stimulating for you. Try to see it as something fun. Not all relationships are supposed to end up in marriage and a baby carriage. Where would we be if all of them are going to tend towards that? I think that the social environment will be quite boring. I don't know if you agree. You can disagree with me as well. Feel free to let me know down in the comments if this resonated in any way. Thank you so much for being here. If this didn't help, choose any of the other options that I have in this reading, or get ready for my next pick a card. I hope it will come soon at you. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Ciao.